Hey guys, we're Ali and Gary with Roll With Us DMs, professional game masters with over 17 years of experience that also love to go on some side quests with our friends, which you can see here on our channel.
Thank you for checking out our videos. If you haven't already, you should quest down to the subscription button and strike the notification bell so you never miss our content.
Our links are in the description below.
Consider becoming a channel member to access epic perks, including playing in one of our games. Now, on with the video!
Today we're playing Aliens RPG by Free League, the starter set module called Chariot of the Gods. I'll be hosting as Mother, the computer system aboard most of the ships in the Alien universe. Aliens RPG is a D6 system, where you build a pool of dice based off of your attributes and any modifications from other factors, such as previous good rolls or stunts as they're called here, aiming a weapon, or being commanded to do a thing. As you gain stress, you add more dice to your pool, but you also add the risk of panicking. All sixes are successes, but only ones on the stress dice are able to make you panic. Panicking involves anything from keeping it together to completely catatonic. You'll see the panic dice as yellow when the players roll their dice. This game follows closely to the movies, so all triggers are on the table. Death, mutilation, stress, paranoia, drugs, alcohol, and especially violence are all expected to happen in this game. So come with us on this journey through the stars as some of my friends go on a standard, not at all deadly, trucking run called the Gambit, from Anchor Point Station to the newly founded colony of Sutter's World. But I'll let the captain tell you more about that later. Here's our crew.
Hi, I'm Gary, one half of Roll With Us DMs. I'm also co-owner of Top Notch Ceramic Trees. Links to our sites are in the description. Today I am playing John Wilson, the Wayland Company agent. I will be observing the captain and her crew to make sure that they stick to regulations, and I will report my findings to corporate.
It is I, the glorious Stump King, forever GM, and tonight player on this wonderful alien game, where I'll be playing Leron Cham, roughneck engineer who's there to be your pal.
I'm Kaya. New to the Aliens RPG, I'll be taking up the role of Kayla Rye, the underpaid, undervalued roughneck of the Montaro's crew.
Hello! My name is Zanny. You can find me on twitch.tv/ss4zanny. For those who are interested in keeping their beards nicely soft and smelling amazing, feel free to use the promo code ZannyPator at beardsorcery.com for 10% off your order. Today, I will be playing the role of pilot Leah Davis. She's a feisty one with a touch of sass, but when the chips are down, she's who you want flying you around.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I am playing Vanessa Miller, a wannabe independent officer and captain of the Montero. I will be leading my crew on what should be a routine run for Weyland-Yutani. So let's get to work.
Here we go.
Hello all.
Radio! So we are back. We have session 4. We're still in Act 1. We'll probably finish that up in this session. We had a loss last week. Captain Miller unfortunately got taken out by the tail of a neomorph.
Rip.
Yeah, the crew is mourning their loss when all of a sudden we had alarm bells ringing in the Montero.
Oh yeah.
That they have 2 minutes to vacate.
She's gonna blow!
She's gonna blow.
Why is our ship blowing up?
That is the question. So let's go through. I'll just take you guys in order of how I see you. Rye, what is your immediate response
to run to the mother room and attempt to figure out how to stop it and why it's happening.
Same.
All right. Davis, you're going with her?
Yep, I am legging it to the bridge.
Wilson, you are on the other ship. You are on the USCSS Cronus. Where are you on that ship currently?
heading to the bridge. I need to see if I can get information about the ship.
Interesting.
And from where you are on the ship, you don't actually hear the alarm bells ringing on the Montero.
No, because I'm on the Kronos, and I need to try to follow protocol here. And now that the power's on, protocol says I need to get the information as to what happened to the ship.
Clayton, we will get to you shortly. Lyron, what are you doing?
I'm following them to help out any way I can.
So
Awesome.
we're all going to the bridge, basically.
Well, going to Mother. Well, 3 of us are.
Yep.
One of us is dead.
Okay, touche.
What are you guys asking Mother?
I'm Wait, were we just asking? I thought we were doing a comm check or something.
Don't even need to do a contact right now.
Asking what set off the self-destruct protocol and how do we turn it off?
Gas located in cargo bay. Gas located in cargo bay.
Lyra immediately, it's like, sprints to the cargo bay.
Can we seal it off to keep the gas contained?
That's what he's thinking.
All right, you're going to try to seal it in there. You're not trying to get into the cargo bay.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go into the deadly gas. I'm gonna try to see. I mean, there's probably procedures and.
The cargo bay is where the stuff we're transporting is. Is that stuff affected by gas? Could it be one of those leaking, making the gas?
You can very much assume that it is the gas leaking out of one of those containers.
All right. Whatever container is leaking, we need to get it off the ship.
Yeah, so
Losing
whatever.
1 unit of our cargo versus the ship blowing up is worth it, which means someone's going to have to go in there, get it, find out which one is leaking, and get it off the ship.
I say, I'm already basically suited up anyways. If this is just a heavy machinery check, I assume, right?
Currently, we're going to start you off with an observation. So, Lyron has went running for the cargo bay. Rye and Davis, what are you guys doing?
We are heading for the bridge, or at least I am.
No, you're already there.
You're already there.
Right.
Does the cargo bay have a door that can just be opened to knock something out into space? Would those controls be up here in the bridge or in the mother room?
You can open
Okay.
it.
So I'm going to stay here
Okay.
so that when it's timed, when we need things to get knocked off out of the ship, I can open the door and close the door quickly.
Lyron, you enter the cargo bay. You guys still have alarm bells going off. 1 minute till destruction of the ship. Lyron, give me an observation roll.
Oh yeah, I have enough stress that don't. I should succeed, but that's not the issue.
It does make sense. You are a little panicked right now. Go ahead and roll me a panic roll. Okay, you freeze. As you open the door slides open. You look in, you see wafting gas fumes along the bottom of the cargo bay. And against one of the walls, you see electrical sparks shooting out of the wall.
Gold sparks and gas. That's...
I mean, it's helium. It's inert.
Yes,
You know
but
that this
helium is also
extremely explosive.
insanely flammable.
Helium is not.
This is helium-3.
Oh yeah, helium.
Helium is-
a little bit different, but regular helium is not flammable.
When Captain Miller was talking to you guys about this, she informed you that this was extremely flammable. So that's why she wanted a smooth ride. Been sort of smooth. Okay, so you freeze. So I'm going to say that you can't let them know about this at this moment. Rye and Davis, you're waiting for, I'm assuming, Lyron to tell you something. Anything you're doing while you're waiting for him to let you know?
trying to figure out how to turn off the self-destruct or delay it to give us more time.
Go ahead and give me a comtech.
You want me to do that too, since I had planned on it, or?
Right.
Not yet. I'm going to actually probably have you do something very specific.
Okay.
Rye, you don't see a way of turning off the self-destruct. You almost think, I'm going to give you some more information here with that extra 6. You think that Mother doesn't really have a word for the ship is about to blow up other than destruct. Davis, your knowledge of piloting and how your ship is in space, you know that if this explodes this close to the Kronos, you might lose both ships.
Lovely.
So with that knowledge and what Rye has told you from her comtech role, she can't actually stop the self-destruct because it's not actually a self-destruct. What would you like to do?
Well, if it's not actually a self-destruct...
Is it would be an embedded ship protocol, I guess?
That would be my first thought, yeah.
And also, I forgot, this, technically, we're not carrying helium-3, we're carrying a substance that decays into helium-3.
Right.
Which, that substance is what's flammable, because even helium-3 is inert. Mm-hmm. So, we don't, it's whatever this fictional stuff is, and that's flammable.
If we can repair that electrical thing and get the thing leaking off the ship, that should be fine.
If you know if Ryan knows electrical, you know that I'm not as proficient with electrical stuff as you are.
But she doesn't actually know that yet.
That is true. Oh, that is true.
Right.
I thought you figured out the space.
There's a problem, but the ship isn't causing a destruction. There's something on the ship that's going to destroy it.
So Davis, what is your initial thoughts for this ship, for what you want to do?
We don't have enough time to transfer to the other ship and book it out of here.
Might not really be working all that well yet. Power's on, but that's it.
Right.
Davis, my other question for you is, did you actually ever get into a suit? Or because you were staying here, you didn't actually get into one of the suits?
I was in a spacesuit. That was the impression I thought.
Were you? No, that's fine. You weren't heading over, so I wasn't sure if you actually got dressed into one or not.
Leah has been talking on the comms, though.
Allie, just so you know, for your recording, you lost, that entire sentence. I watched your mouth move, and I heard you in the other room, but nothing across Discord.
That's ironic, because I heard her without a trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hopefully
it's never mind.
Well, let's switch back over to Wilson. Wilson, you are at the bridge. Go ahead and give me a Comtech roll +2 because you have a Wayland-Yutani keycard. Wilson, go ahead and make me a panic roll.
Awkward.
Is that on my sheet?
To the left of stress, there should be a die roller. You start to tremble, but there's nobody there to see it, so did it really happen?
I will plausibly deny it.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's head back to Davis. Any immediate response before I go back to Lyron after he freezes?
Above table, I have no idea what I'm expected to say.
Okay.
Could you prepare undocking? If we are unable to fix it, could you set it up so the ship will drift away from the other one once?
Okay. So disconnect them. Okay, that makes sense.
Like an autopilot setup.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets some distance too.
I didn't even. Okay, that makes sense. Like I said, that wouldn't have crossed my mind.
Oh, good. That's why we have teammates. Our friendship.
Working together.
Okay, Twilight.
It's a thing.
That was a mediocre book.
No, I was making a brony reference. Okay.
I was being facetious.
Fair.
The magic of friendship.
Yeah, and I figured that out halfway through, that's why I stopped. But yeah. So that would probably be a Comtech roll or piloting roll to do the automated.
You can do a piloting roll +3, and the only reason I'm even making you roll for this is because you're under a little bit of stress at this moment.
True.
But this is something that, you've done all the time, so this shouldn't be hard for you.
Holy!
You succeed in getting the quick course charted away from the Cronus, but in doing so, you panic just a little bit. Go ahead and roll me a panic.
You roll the most dice and have the least amount of successes in this campaign.
Yeah, that's... Yikes. Meanwhile, this morning with Saloon, I crit, but okay.
All right. You start to tremble. You're on the bridge with Rye. Cam, you unfreeze, or Lyron, you unfreeze. What are you doing?
I did have a success on my observation. So I did spot the source.
You did spot the source, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is heavy machinery to fix the problem?
You can try heavy machinery to fix the problem.
Okay. I'm also going to utilize that +1 to a feature check back from the first section when I made my rounds.
Okay.
It's all coming together.
Go ahead and give me a heavy machinery.
Big money, no worries.
You rolled more dice than I do, and you want to talk?
It's this, right? Yeah, but look at how much of half of mine are stretch tight. It's is one success going to be enough?
You see that a large portion of wiring has been removed. With what you have right here, you know that in the next 30 seconds, you're not going to be able to fix this.
I ain't gonna. This isn't fixable in the time we got. We gotta go.
Do you see a leak anywhere? Are any of the containers?
It's right, we got. I switched my comms to private to Rise. I'm running back up. Bye. Talk about this later. It's serious, man.
If I do,
the fact that I switched it to a private comm, best buddy. I would hope you would understand my intention. That
look, if
not
you lose
now.
this ship, we completely botch the job.
If you lose your life, you die.
What is going on down there?
Sabotage. Let's go. I switched back.
10 seconds.
I switched back to public comms. Abandoned ship, man. Abandoned ship.
Is Lyron making his way back up to the bridge?
That was the first thing I said.
Yeah. I'm going to open the cargo bay doors and see if at least letting the gas out does anything as I make my way towards. So I do that, and then I start going towards the umbilical cord just in case.
Okay.
It doesn't solve the problem.
Awesome. You open the cargo bay doors. Davis, you've plotted your course. Are you hitting the button and running? Are you not hitting the button and running? What are you doing?
To paraphrase the song, dude, hit the button and run.
So you hit the button and run. You guys are able to make it across the umbilical before all of a sudden you hear a wrenching noise as the umbilical rips loose from the Montero, and the Montero starts to move away from the other ship.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know, guys? We cut the cord.
Muzzle tough, man.
The three of you are currently in the junction. The junction is not pressurized, and there is no door leading out.
Is there a way to seal this section or is this separate from the rest of the ship type of?
It is separate from the rest of the ship. But I will give me a survival to catch on to something. On and not be sucked out into space as the umbilical cord gets ripped away from the Montero.
All of us?
As soon as I can, I have a question.
Okay, yeah, go for it. While they roll, go for it.
I see the Montero starting to drift away.
Yeah, you hear the metal crunching as the umbilical is ripped away, and you see the Montero ship just sort of moving away from the rest, moving away from the Kronos. Okay.
On the comms, no. What just happened? And I'll start running in the direction of the umbilical.
All right.
How much longer till the destruction was supposed to occur?
10 seconds. It has passed.
And it's still okay? It hasn't blown up?
You have heard no explosion, and you see the ship just kind of floating off into the distance. As Davis, you panic a little bit as you see Lyron, following you guys across the umbilical as it gets ripped away, and he starts free floating out into space.
But I came prepared, man. Harpoon gun away.
Give me a panic roll. You are keeping it together. Oh, actually, no, it's +1 to what you had previously, so you're actually at a 9.
All right, because he's still stressing out about the other.
I am going to do the most important thing in any role-playing game and bribe the mother. Would you like a beer? I'm going to grab one.
Sure. Okay. In all of the stress and confusion, Davis, you drop an item. You are in your spacesuit right now, so I'm going to say that instead of dropping an item, you've lost like your footing. Go ahead and give me a survival check just to kind of hold on.
Awkward. I got kicked out of the game. Hang on.
While you are doing that,
He stumbled.
Lyron.
He stumbled, lost his footing, and fell out of the spaceship and the game. I say heavy machinery check again for the harpoon.
Please. Yep.
I was
+2 for the harpoon. All right. Davis, you're able to keep your footing just fine. Cam,
That was awkward.
you just barely missed Davis as you shot the harpoon and you were able to get it right in the door. Go ahead and make me a panic roll.
Is that the same or higher as my last one?
It should be, but it only losing your next slow action.
I say, yeah, my last one was also a 10, so guessing it would be 11.
Yeah, let's kick that up to.
As my stress level gets to 7.
You seek cover. You are absolutely seeking cover of the ship.
Yeah, I was like, reeling myself in.
As the grappling hook is there, I'd like to try and pull him in as well.
Okay, awesome. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but the stress level of all of the friendly PCs in short range increases by 1.
Are we short range right now?
You are short range right now. So
Wait,
you and
what
David,
reaction? Oh yeah, seek. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Ooh, first time my stress went down.
so Davis and Rye both go up by 1 stress, and Cam comes down by 1 stress.
Yay.
Okay.
I'm the catch of the day.
Wilson, what were you doing?
Yelling at us.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was freaking out about the ship drifting away from us and all of our cargo and how could this happen?
Mother told us the ship was about to blow up. And if we had blown up next to this one, both ships would be gone, right, Davis?
Pretty much.
So we got off of that one. However, it has not blown up in the time frame that Mother has stated. I'm guessing me opening the cargo door did that, which means we might have to go get that back now.
You mean maybe we can save the cargo?
Yes.
Maybe we can actually finish this job.
Seemed there was a gas leak in the cargo hold, and that's what was causing the issue.
Well, I haven't made too much headway with the computer here, but maybe we can get this ship operational and then go reclaim the Montero.
Do we have to reclaim the Montero?
That was our job.
Do you want to get paid?
Regardless, I need about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna lay down.
Okay, yeah, you guys are easily able to make it into the next junction and seal that the junction A from leaking.
Okay, so we're up in Junction B now, or?
You can either be in Junction B or you can be in the hallway next to Junction A, whichever way you guys want to go.
I'd like to go up. Wilson was saying he was dealing with the computers. Figured I'd go lend a hand with that.
Right. Remember what we found. There are others on this ship that might be able to assist, but we need to get the air breathable first.
The air is still not working. The air scrubbers aren't working yet?
The air scrubbers are not working yet.
Air scrubbers shaft. So where would I need to go to try and get that working?
So now that the computer is online again, you actually get a map of the ship. So you're actually able to see most of the things that are on the map in front of you.
Okay.
So you can see that there's air scrubber shaft right here. kind of goes.
Well, there's one on each floor.
Exactly.
So.
Yep. You can crawl up and down through the access or through the shaft itself to clean it out.
All right. I'll go
As
check on the air, I guess.
As I travel with Rai, wait a minute. I just realized I counted. Where is the captain?
Has left. Perished. Gone. The stars of forever. I don't know. The creature attacked her, I guess.
And are you looking for
Either
the
that or
position?
I wouldn't say no to it.
It would be
Atlas.
temporary, of course, but I could throw my support behind you as a representative of Wayland Utani.
You know what? Temporary's fine too. Kind of trial period. Sort of speak.
Provincial. I can't speak. Provincial.
Provisional.
Yes, what he said.
I'm fine with taking that role. It would be an honor to step into Miller's shoes and do what she could not.
Well, good. Maybe we will have a better working relationship then.
As you are on the bridge with kind of talking to him before you go, you hear random pings, and as you just kind of glance over the life, you kind of see that the temperature has already started to rise. Walking through the corridors, you see vapors as warmer air begins filling the corridors. So you're heading towards the air scrubbers. Lyron is taking a nap. It's Lyron, by the way.
Yep. It's like, hey, I did a lot. I'm going to take a nap.
Are you heading towards like legitimate crew quarters to take a nap, or are you just like
living
on
it.
the ground and you're just like, I'm done?
Nope, I'm actually put in the living quarters, right, not too far from Rye. It's like nap time.
Cool.
Watch me die in my sleep. It looks like it's just the cat cam on Leah's screen.
Davis, do you want to make your way to the bridge and the pilot stations? Make sure that this ship is still going to be operational once we get the air flowing.
I see Davis. I don't know if Davis heard you.
Davis,
Yes.
do you want to make your way to the pilot station in order to make sure everything that you need to fly this thing is operational?
Good idea.
Because if we need to fix anything, we need to know what it is.
Lyron, as you enter the crew quarters, these rooms some of them are locked, some of them are ransacked, and in a couple of them, you just see blood.
Listen, not sleep in the bloody ones. That's kind of gross.
Okay, so you're just going to go into one of the ransacked ones, take a little bit of a nap?
I mean, yeah. I'll do if I don't. I'm too tired to deal with the locked ones. It's like I mean, not everything will be locked for long. I have a torch. Like,
Right, you're going to spend a shift working on the air shafts?
Yep, I'm gonna get the air flowing again.
As you open, no fresh air, carbon. You see that the carbon filters need to be repaired. You're sure that there's somewhere on this ship.
Gotta check the storage area out. See if there's any in there then. Walk past the dead body. Kind of nudge it to the side.
Okay, this large shaft is accessible via ventilation and maintenance shafts. When operational, massive carbon filters clean the air of pollutants while churning machines electrolyze the water and generate oxygen. Powered by a direct feed from the reactors, the shaft terminates in a water-filled chamber on Deck C. Condensation accumulates at the top of the shaft and rains down here. When you arrive, it's offline. The shaft is dark and the water at the bottom of the shaft is frozen. The chamber is currently very noisy, and it's difficult to hear anything at all inside of the shaft. Everything is echoey, and if you want to hear someone talking, it's an observation roll with a -2 modification. The air scrubbers work via electrolysis. Electrical current is channeled through the submerged rods and applied to the water, causing the separation of hydrogen and oxygen. That means that there is a real risk of electrocution in here once the power is back on. Any failed skill roll in here results in an immediate attack rolled with a 6 base dice and damage 1. The carbon filters on the air scrubbers are caked with decades of grime and mold, and just restoring power won't be enough to return them to working order. The carbon filters need to either be replaced or cleaned in order for the air circulating on the ship to return to proper oxygen levels. Requires a shift of work and a successful heavy machinery roll. Only one PC can roll, but others can help.
Good thing we still have
Yeah.
Cam with us.
So are you replacing the the carbon filters, or are you cleaning them?
I am going to try and see if I can find new ones in the storage area. If I can't, then I'm going to go grab Cham, because he's better at the heavy machinery, and we're going to get them cleaned and reinstalled.
I was gonna say, I don't think I'd be able to help you there.
That's at least give me a shift to rest or something.
I'm looking for new ones first.
Okay. That's like, because I need to, I've been through a lot. I'm not even sure what this rest actually does anything for me or not. I don't know the mechanics well enough.
I would think it'd help lower your stress at least a bit.
It lowers your stress, and it'll heal you for one of your points.
Well, the health point thing don't matter if it's because still got radiation. I forget how long.
You lose 1 rad per shift.
Okay, when the rad goes away, does the health come back, or was it just more of that?
On the next shift, you get your health back.
Okay, so
basically, it takes 16 hours to regain health by that math.
Right.
So, but Ryan would also be throughout the shift. Also would lose a rad.
Yep.
Okay. But see, so I lose rad, but I'm resting, so I would be up to.
My stress isn't
3.
too bad, though. Like, my stress is only at a 4 right now.
Guessing that it would only lower my stress by 1.
A full shift of everything is fine. You guys are actually going to lose all of your stress if you get through the shift with nothing else happening.
Okay.
Do I manage to find new filters at all in the storage?
You are able to find new filters.
Right. Are they like big things or something easily carryable?
You're able to carry them yourself.
Okay.
Like they're big, but they're not unwieldy.
I'm gonna tell the comms. Found new air filters. I'm going to replace the old ones. Still might take a bit for things to really start clearing up with the air, but at least we're getting started.
And while it's warm in your suits, you can actively feel that the outside air is getting warmer.
It was a heavy machinery to install them or to take out the old ones, or was it heavy machinery to clean the other ones?
Either way.
Okay.
Either way, it's a heavy machinery roll. So while you're working on that for a shift, Wilson, what would you like to be doing while Rye is cleaning the air shaft?
I would like to assist. It seems like the most important task at hand.
You're gonna hold things?
I said we would get off on a better foot than the previous captain.
At the moment, make sure I don't fall into the air shaft as I try and take out the old filters. Seems like the best way for current help.
Once I finish my task, is there anything else I can do?
Any kind of rigging that I can do to try to stabilize Rye.
Sorry, Wilson.
Okay. I will give her a bonus to her heavy machinery roll of 1 die for you just kind of like holding on and holding any gear she needs and stuff like that. Davis, you have the bridge to yourself. What would you like to be doing?
If I recall, I was supposed to be trying to bring something back online, yes?
So right now, you know that the lights are now working. Life support is attempting to work, but the air scrubbers are still clogged and polluted, so they're not actually coming online. As you look at everything, the temperature is coming back up to temperature, so that seems fine. With looking at the levels on your screen, it looks like you could breathe in here. It just looks like it's very stale air. So you might be slowed. You might have like a negative to agility, but you seem like it is breathable. A shift is 6 to 10 hours, so you have 6 to 10 hours to decide kind of if you want to look through the Comtech logs, if you want to try to hack into the system. Because you don't have authority here, you might not be able to get into the captain's logs.
That's actually not a bad idea. Because if I can't,
the other thing is you can go explore the ship.
I'll try and get into the captain's logs, because if I can, at the very least, I might be able to learn a little bit about what's been going on here.
So this is going to be a Comtech roll and a -3 because you don't technically have authority. So this will be you hacking into the ship system.
This is gonna go well. Yep. Spit.
What are you rolling? You don't have any Comtech?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
cool.
but wouldn't you have at least 1 wits?
My wits is 3.
Yeah, so you should still be rolling. Wouldn't you be at least rolling 3 dice, right?
Yeah.
I did. I rolled 4.
Those are all stress dice.
Stress dice.
And so you may not have to push it. That seems like an error. So you probably want to lower your.
Just like your Comtech real quick and.
It makes me wonder.
You know what? It's because it was at a -3. Cool. So you are able to get into the logs, but you were very frustrated doing it. Go ahead and roll me a panic.
Okay.
I'm going to say that, like, as you're working, like, the pencil jar on the desk, you just, like, you get frustrated and you, like, knock it off.
That's something I would do. Yeah.
I'm going to send information character sheet in just a moment.
Hypothetically, I have this pill bottle. Am I able to take a pill to lower a stress?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that in your spacesuit, you can, like, bring your arms in, or at least one, and kind of, like, unscrew it. And unless you take off, you can take off your spacesuit at this point, but you can see the levels are breathable. So that's that's completely up to you. You can either, attempt to, like, shrink yourself into the spacesuit to take a pill, or you can just remove your spacesuit. Just let me know whichever way you're going to go about it.
How long does it take to don and or doff a spacesuit? Is it the standard 10 minutes, or in that case, I'll come out of it for now. If I need to go anywhere, I'll put it back on. But
yeah, so as you kind of take it off, you're just kind of like, oh, not the best air, but it's fine. So you're finding out that information. Rye, go ahead and give me a heavy machinery roll and add 1 to it for Wilson helping you.
I am going to use my talent, which is called Long Haul, which allows me to ignore all ones on panic rolls once an act.
Nice,
So
and it's coming
that doesn't
close to the
happen.
end of this. Awesome. How do you want to change your situation to try this again?
What can I do to help you? Can I attempt observation and see if I can find any solutions?
Go ahead and give me a panic. As you're looking at this, you're seeing that, like, the one clamp on the one side just isn't totally fitting with the filters. So do you want to make a heavy machinery roll with Rye helping you, or would you like Rye to make another?
I think we need to grab Cam.
Yes. My arms have done too many heavy machinery lifts throughout the years, and they are not very good at that anymore.
Oh, one part of being a captain is delegating properly, right? I'm gonna go wake that lazy butt.
I applaud your delegation skills.
I'm gonna go wake Cam.
Awesome.
Gonna tell him your most epic skills are needed for a task I cannot complete. Get up.
5 more minutes, man.
I attempt to drag him out of the bed.
I don't even. He doesn't.
You will
resist.
do your job.
I rested long enough to get what I needed.
All right, so Cam's gonna do it, and I'm gonna help Cam.
But the shift isn't over yet. I have to put my stress back on.
So you are going to get a +1 from learning about the clamp, a +1 from Rye helping you, and a +1 from Wilson helping you. So you're going to get a +3 to your heavy machinery roll.
And with my stress level, the issue is not whether or not I succeed. It matters how bad do I fail at the same time.
Nice, just perfect. Yeah, he was able to get that filter just perfectly in there and get the other filters out. As you guys look at these filters, they are absolutely disgusting. On these filters, you see tiny little growths on them.
This is what happens when you don't do proper maintenance.
It's been like 70 years.
They look like blueberry mushrooms. Blueberry, like someone took the little spore mushrooms and merged it in the color palette from a blueberry.
So that's what you guys see growing on these filters.
We just toss the filters into space.
Yeah, absolutely. All of a sudden, the rods at the bottom thaw out, and the filters are clean, and the air system starts working properly. That horrible noise it was making, it stops. It seems to be running rather smoothly now. All of a sudden.
You woke me up for this.
Yep.
For an all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, your shift ends. You guys are able to remove one of your rads. You hear, warning, cryo chambers deactivated. Warning, cryo chambers deactivated.
Better make sure that means they're waking someone up and not just killing them.
I don't know. Do I know enough about the cryo chambers to know if deactivation causes them to start suffocating and dying, or if it wakes them up automatically?
You think that they're being woken up.
We're about to get more crew members.
More unexpected on top of unexpected. But, Rye, I think we need to discuss a promotion for Cham as well. He has proven quite handy.
And I've done nothing, or...
I think that's a good idea. Look at Cham. How does the position of executive roughneck sound to you?
It sounds like an executive.
There you go.
I'll take your word for it, right? But let's executive. May I get a one of those private bathrooms?
I think this ship is large enough to accommodate that.
Whoa! Imagine that, a private bathroom. Like, Cam's just sitting there, just imagining like the gold-plated toilet with like potpourri stuff all over. Like,
Jasmine, Lori Clayton awakes out of cryo. Man, you are not feeling amazing. You have been in cryo sleep for over 70 years. You get dehydrated on a 5-week jaunt across space. You are currently suffering a little bit of amnesia about what happened in the day or two prior to going into cryo sleep, and you're a little disorientated. You're going to need a medical aid check and a whole lot of water to start recovering. But yeah, you are now awake.
When we get there,
Dehydrated and exhausted?
You're not technically exhausted. You are just dehydrated, but you will need a medical aid roll before you can lift that dehydrated.
I can attempt that once we get there.
Just a fair warning, don't try and drink more than 30 ounces of water at a time.
Does the cryopod tell me how long I've been in cryo sleep?
If you want to do if you want to do a comm check roll, you can absolutely check that out. I'm not actually putting you near cryo, am I? Wrong place.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
they're so tiny.
They're so tiny.
Are we supposed to be smaller like that?
I'm actually gonna make them a little bit bigger. I made this ship it's obviously to scale, but not to.
Mr. Wilson, I think greeting new people is sort of like your thing, man. We need to check this, make sure anything else is not broken. Executively not broken.
Your executive status could allow you to as well, but surely I can do it, as could our captain. Motion to Rye.
I'm gonna head to get some equipment, because I noticed that there is an equipment shed in the deck D. That's where Lyron's gonna head. If I can figure out how to get to deck D from another deck.
So, Rye, shall we go meet these new people?
Yeah, probably.
And don't worry, even if it is the captain of the Kronos, you are the captain.
That's an elevator symbol.
It is an elevator.
I didn't realize that there was an elevator. That these are elevators going down, man.
When we get there, can I do medical aid?
Yeah, so everyone can move where they want to go.
I'm gonna make sure that on the comm links, telling Davis that the air should be better soon, if it's already getting improving, and we're going to go check on the cryo people.
Noted. The air is breathable on the bridge, at least.
You know that the air is breathable throughout the ship. You actually have access to information about the entire ship from the bridge.
Okay. Here's an odd question. From the bridge, do I have access to like a shipboard comm? So like I can talk to everybody at once?
Absolutely.
In which case, I would let them know that I would be joining them shortly.
Clayton, you just heard somebody come over the loudspeaker that you've never heard before on your ship. Well, sort of your ship.
And everyone else around me has woken up from the cryopods too, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are they looking?
Confused, a little delirious, not amazing.
Well, I think we could head to one of the med labs, get checked out, get some water, and figure out who is on our ship.
You go to leave the cryo chamber and you come across Rye.
I think Wilson was coming down here with me, right?
Correct. Yep, correct.
Who goes there?
I am Captain Rye of the Montero for Weyland-Yutani.
And my name is Mr. Wilson, and I am company agent of Weyland-Yutani, here to supervise our mission.
Wait, Did you say Wayland Yutani? How does that work? Aren't they rivals? I'm the corporate liaison for Wayland.
The companies had a merger some 60 years ago.
60 years ago?
Yes.
Wayland with a little less Yutani, huh? You're going to have to sign new contracts.
I get the feeling this is about to get awkward.
I mean, you think they'd be grandfathered in at some point.
We were making a delivery run and came across a distress signal coming from the ship. Found it unpowered and in disarray.
The word is
air
derelict.
unbreathable and with some odd creatures on it. We've dealt with the issues for the most part. Not every place has been cleaned, but the air is now breathable and we've reattained power.
The crew that I am supervising is doing a top-notch job making sure that you all are safely recovered.
Good. So that means you guys have a ship that can transport us back to civilization, right?
There was a slight issue with the ship while we were fixing up your ship. That one had a bit of an issue, and we're currently going to have to retrieve it once the ship is more operational.
Yes, and
It shouldn't have gone far.
Once we get it back to company property, it will need to be properly marked with the new logo.
Well, I think me and the rest of the crew should be getting checked out at the med lab, and then some water, and then we can figure out what to do with our ship and your ship and the very important items that I need to bring back to Wayland Yutani.
See, you are in luck. I have what you need. I have a med kit, and I can treat you. And then I have something that you may not have had in your day, the power of coffee.
Pretty sure
I'm pretty sure I have coffee.
Also, they look a little dehydrated. I'm not sure coffee would be the best choice.
You would think he would know that from earlier.
He likes coffee.
This is anti-coffee propaganda. Statistically, coffee is water.
Hot bean juice.
But actually does not, the average cup of coffee does not contain enough caffeine to dehydrate you relative to the amount of water it's in.
Yeah, we'll help you guys get some water, get fixed up. We checked out the med labs earlier. It seems, although you guys were in cryo, did you have some people awake? Do you know? Is there anybody missing from your crew that you see?
There's a lot of people missing.
It's been 70 years since this ship has been non-functional. Suffice to say, you've lost a few.
I've had the requisite Wayland Yutani medical aid training. Would you care for a checkup?
Yes.
May I do that, Mother?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you two
I'll help out some of the other people as well. I have some medical experience.
So you're helping out the company agent. She is good to lose her dehydration. This person here has been just kind of standing behind the company agent, just kind of looking everybody over. And when Davis appears behind him, he kind of jumps and he's like, "Oh, where did you? Oh, right, elevator. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'm
at ease."
Okay. So Clayton, you know, you don't really have the authority here to take over. I not in charge here, right?
This is the actual captain of the Cronus?
This is the de facto captain of the Cronus, since you guys lost the captain.
Okay. Well, considering this is a Wayland ship, it's been 70 years. Wayland is now apparently Wayland Yutani for some reason.
You have been
and
out of touch.
We've lost a lot of crew members. I think maybe corporate should take over for now.
I don't know. Our security officer's still here. Reed can take care of what's going on. Right, Reed? Right? Reed just kind of looks to both Officer Johns and Clayton, and she puts a hand on John's shoulder, and she's like, it's okay, buddy. Let's go see if we can find some water and figure out what's going on. Let's let them be in charge right now until we know more of how everything came to be. All right, we can do that. We can do that.
Well, since I am the only company agent who represents the entirety of Wayland Yutani, I suppose that would make me the representative of this mission, and I will...
You don't know what the mission was? That's in my original contract. It needs to be renegotiated when we get to civilization, but for right now, I'm still the company liaison for this mission.
Why wait? I can get you the paperwork right away. The sooner you add a Yutani, the better for all of us. Can I do that with a PDAT or something? Or maybe I can print out some paperwork?
Is anyone helping the rest of the crew?
Yes.
I'll help Flynn.
I have
first.
some medical kits on me, so I'll assist with the crew as well, making sure that they are as good as they can be, and then we'll get them all some water.
I don't have any medical training, but I have a 4 in empathy.
I'm pretty empathetic too, but I don't have any medical training.
Medicals for the peoples.
The people's medical.
Do you want to do John's or...
We should start with Flynn because he's the medic and he can help with the other people.
Whoever's the closest.
Okay, you want to help Flynn? All right.
Sure.
You kind of check Flynn out. You're able to help him along with getting him less dehydrated. Davis, you wanted to take a med kit and try to help someone?
I can
Go
try
ahead and-
this person next to me. I can't see who they are.
Okay, they're the Marine.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, they will be a little bit less dehydrated.
What's the medical aid stunt?
You could, if they are broken, you can heal them for 1 point.
We need a sticky
no,
post with that image.
It's actually just a recover 1 health point. A sticky post with that image.
Or have it in the journals for everyone to see.
Oh, the stunts?
Yeah.
They are actually there.
It's in Discord. It's on a website.
It's somewhere, but I meant like as a quick reference, it probably might be good to like put it, like load it up into the journal section for everyone to see, like as a handout. But we don't have to do that now, but...
We can do that. Now you should just be able to hit Shift C on this over here and that'll pop up the stunts for you. We have John's, who's kind of like in the middle here.
Shift what?
Shift C.
Nope, doesn't do anything.
I say it's like,
Whoa!
oh, there it goes. It just takes a second.
No. That's GM
no,
only.
I just did it.
GM can do it, players can't.
Oh, I was gonna say they did it.
I'm sorry, no Shift, just hit Z.
Oh, hey.
Nope, that's just me.
That actually worked.
Yep, it'll pop it up for just you.
Like it's just Cham. That's all I'm seeing when I push Z.
Oh, you have
Because
to
your
click on it
character's highlighted.
first. Yeah, click on the red, hit Z, and it'll pop up for you.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize you could.
That's me.
Fascinating.
Wait, what am I supposed to click on?
This little red and white thing over here. Actually, I can
Oh.
keep it big. John's has not been taken care of yet. Anyone in the hallway or near... Actually, Rye has moved into the cryo area.
Yeah, there's a person down here.
There is. He is kind of sitting in his bunk, and he's just kind of like holding his head and moaning.
Oof.
You, all right there, man? Mind if I check you out, see if I can help you with anything?
I have this headache that just... God, I can't even stand up.
What do the never sleep pills do?
It adds stress, but it takes off an exhaustion.
Does he seem
Coffee.
exhausted?
He doesn't seem he doesn't seem exhausted. It's probably just due to him having 70 years of being asleep and dehydration.
70 years with no caffeine. I can't think of much worse.
I'm gonna go find him some water.
Flynn, do you think we should take Cooper down to the med lab? He's looking really bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, there's a reason I didn't tell you to go to the med lab, that there were people on the beds. Long past people on the beds. Kinda looks messy. I don't know if you guys were raided by pirates or something. That's why I had the med kits with me and not sending you guys up there. Didn't think you guys seeing that was the right thing right now. I mean, the cryopods aren't the most comfortable, but they're not the least. We don't have to shut it and turn it on if he wants to get some water and just rest in that.
Yeah. Rest would be good. Rest would be good. And he just kind of lays back down.
It's always weird being in cryo for a while and aging and such, but for 70 years, like, you gotta think everyone you knew back home is
Likely dead.
Try not to think about it right now. We got business to take care of.
Spoken like a company agent. We're going to get along just fine, I think.
Now there's 2 of them.
Everyone's having the emotional whatnot down upstairs, and I'm downstairs. I'm in danger.
You're in danger? What?
This is a horror genre, and I'm all alone.
Yeah, you are all alone. Okay. You are in vehicle bay, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Deck D.
Most of the vehicle complement of the Coronis is missing. There are only 2 ATVs aboard and no RTVs. Both ATVs are lying on their sides haphazardly. It's clear they weren't secured before takeoff. Looking up, visitors can see the catwalk and loading crane above on Deck C. Deep shadows are cast everywhere. There are many places to hide down here. The bay is the least affected area on the ship. It's just dusty from disuse and settled debris. The dispatch office, equipment shed, and part storage are clear of danger and contain whatever reasonable tools PCs might require. The garage door, this opens like a ramp for easy vehicle egress, but the locks must be taken care of first. There are 4 airlocks on this level. So that is what you see down here.
That's the amateur work. But also see there's a equipment shed.
Yep, so anything that would normally be on a scientific vessel, you can kind of find here. Any repair parts for the ship, anything for landing on the planet, anything reasonable would be in the equipment shed and the vehicle part storage. All right.
At the very least, I could get some of those wires.
Good. Absolutely, you could get some wires here.
It's a big room. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. And then we're gonna take it and get higher. That's a creepy echo. It sounded like another person.
I think this is where we're going to end it here for the evening. You guys are safe aboard the Kronos. You found some extra teammates to kind of help you out with some stuff. You've helped them get their medical checks, and they're about to get some water and relax for a little bit. So I think this is where we're going to end. This is also ending Act 1 of Chariot of the Gods. After this, I'm going to get with everyone personally and kind of go over what their personal agenda was. And if they met their personal agenda, or at least worked towards their personal agenda, they'll be getting what's called a story point in Aliens. And in the next act, at any point, whenever they feel that they need to succeed, they can use that story point and get an automatic 6.
What about if they panic roll? Would that negate the panic roll?
It would not negate a panic roll, but it would give you an automatic success, so you wouldn't have to push and possibly get a panic roll. So if you really needed to succeed at something, that's when you would use it. So thank you guys all for playing. Thank you guys all for watching. Truly, we appreciate it. I always have fun being Mother. How's everyone feeling? All safe and sound on a new ship?
I think things are going well. We had slight hiccups, but we're good. We're fine.
I need to assess what's happened to the ship.
I've got a feeling things are about to get wild.
No.
Well, especially now that we have two company agents on board.
I've avoided death. I keep hardcoring over death. He was like, Death was like, I'm coming for you. I just kickflip over his head. They got the highest stress so far in the campaign at 7.
Rye has managed to remain relatively calm and not stress out about much.
Same.
But I was in the thick of it, though.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have fun.
Have a blessed day, y'all.